Got me saying no, 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 no. Got me saying yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm just going down memory lane once again. Cuffing season, man, is here. It's not going anywhere. So I'm telling you, my good brother, I'm telling you, my good sister, come get this work so you understand how to be able to navigate. If you are not a part of, if you will, millennials or even Generation X, and you're saying, what's going on, DC? I'm telling you, getting this information is going to be key, if not for you, for possibly how you can school your, if you will, younger child and or another family member. So if you're ready, like how I am, take a few moments to listen to me as we go even deeper into Cuffing Season Chronicles Part 1. Let's get into it. I'm DC Howard. If you want to know more about me, as well as this company, click on the link above to be able to get more information. Also, if you want to be able to know more about this, if you will, series, the Cuffing Season Chronicles, Part 1, we have our first episode that's going to be available, if you will, on the screen right now. You like how I did that, right? And then we also have a part 2 that we've done about this, or rather the second episode that we had available right. Should be right there, right now. I know that's pretty cool that you're able to do that on YouTube, right? But nevertheless, you are here because we're here about to embark on part 3 of the Cuffing Season Chronicles, where we talked about how do you go about being able to win and being able to navigate during cuffing season. This is considered a season or a time frame starting from fall, possibly even as early as Labor Day, going all the way through the beginning of spring, with its peak, if you will, being at Valentine's Day, of individuals that are desiring to be in relationships. So if you're single, looking for a relationship, if you're in a relationship, possibly taking it to the next level, if you are, for instance, in a relationship, possibly getting engaged to marriage, and marriage, being able to take it to that next level. And so what we want to be able to talk about, sorry, a little tongue-tied today, is we want to be able to talk about the third key of how do you win during cuffing season, and it is all about solutions. I know, right? So we're going to talk about solutions on today. And it's a very simple concept, is that every individual that you are connected to in your life in some way, shape, or form is a solution to a problem that you're having. I'm going to say that one more time. Every individual, if you really think about it, I'll wait. Seriously, every individual that you have in your life ultimately is a solution to a problem or a set of problems that you have. Perfect example. You have the problem of not knowing what your actual bill of health is. Therefore, you have a doctor in your life. You don't know the actual, if you will, status of how well your teeth are. Therefore, you have a dentist in your life. You may or may not know how well you're going to be safe in your particular time frame of driving in a car. So therefore, you have highway patrol individuals, both men and women. And so these various, if you will, examples are solutions to potential problems that you may either already have, either you have had, or possibly that you're going to experience. Well, the same is when it comes down to relationships. And so we're going to talk about 2 ways ultimately you should be as a partner when it comes to being able to be that solution in a relationship. And so point number 1 is being able to be, and yes, I'm going to put it out there. I know I didn't want to say this, but let's just call this a spade, a financial solution in a relationship. So I'll say it one more time. I'll say it for the people in the back. If you are in a relationship or aspiring to be in a relationship, you need to be a financial solution to an individual. Now, before we take it all out of context, here's the thing that I want to be able to reference and just clarify. We're not saying that you now need to therefore take on another person like an individual does a dependent on their taxes here in the United States, but rather that you should be able to have the propensity, which means the ability that if this relationship were to move forward, that you have the ability to take on certain things that need to be taken on. And so, for instance, we'll look at both sides when it comes to a partnership. And so if you are a partnership, ideally man with woman with man, although we do respect that there are other types of partnerships out there and relationships in the world, but let's say that you play the role of, if you will, what's considered to be in a nuclear relationship, the gentleman, that you have the, if you will, role of being able to provide, if you will, protection when it comes down to shelter, as well as also utilities when it comes down to being able to make sure that you can take care of a home. If you are not able to do that right now, there's a very good chance that you probably should not be in a relationship. And that's nothing personal against you as a gentleman, because ideally you're constantly moving up in the world. But you should not now have to be a burden on, if you will, a young lady and or the lady in that relationship. If you are a woman, or if you are the, if you will, lady in your relationship, is being able to have the ability to provide, if you will, peace, as well as also relaxation financially in the relationship. And so a perfect example is the fact that when it comes down to my wife and I'm the individual that's going to make sure that I take care of the mortgage. I'm going to take care of all of the, if you will, major utility bills. I'm also going to take care of any of the particular extras that may come into play. But my wife is the one that actually takes care of, if you will, our entertainment bills and whenever we want to do, if you will, fun outings. Usually her budget takes care of that with, of course, my, if you will, contributions from time to time. And the way that works is because we both understand the role that we play in the relationship. And so when you're able to find that individual that's able to provide that financial solution, that is an indicator that they might actually be the right one to be able to be in when it comes to cuffing season. And then the second point that I want to be able to make today, which I think is even more important than the first point of financial, in which I know for a lot of our ladies or those that are in relationships, they're like, ooh, DC, you've already done enough. But no, wait for this one. Wait for it, is point number 2 is the fact of the matter that you should provide emotional solutions when it comes down to a relationship. Say that again. Point number 2, when it comes to being able to be solutions in, if you will, cuffing season, is that you are providing emotional solutions in a relationship. So what do I mean by that? You should be the individual that if this person is desiring to be mutually exclusive with you, that you can be able to be that voice of reason, that voice of peace, as well as that voice of affirmation for them. Once again, I'm going to say that again, that you, from an emotional standpoint, can be the voice of reason, the voice of peace, and the voice of, if you will, affirmation for that individual. So let's look at all 3 of those really, really quickly. Number 1, if you are the individual that's the voice of reason for that person, then you will be the one to say when they want to go off on their boss or possibly their coworker, you know what? That's not the business. That's not what you really need to do. What you really need to do is possibly focus on X. And that person is able to truly hear and understand what it is you're saying. That's being an emotional solution for that individual. Secondly, when it comes down being the voice of peace, then when someone's really riled up or really, if you will, stirred up emotionally about a particular matter, that you can say, hey, it's going to be all right. You're going to get through this. You're better than this. You are going to be able to succeed in this, if you will, issue or matter. That's being the voice of peace when it comes down to being able to be that for that person. And then number 3, if you will, the voice of affirmation, that when they're going after that job, when they're going after that promotion, when they're going after that opportunity, I believe in you. I know that you can do it. You have the skills. You are awesome. You are dynamic. Being able to speak up that person so they have that confidence to go out and execute, that is being the voice of affirmation when it comes down to a relationship. And that's still even needed when you're married. Spoiler alert. You still need to be that voice of reason, that voice of peace, and that voice of affirmation even while you're married as well. So it applies to even married folks when it comes to cuffing season. And so, if you will, that is the summary of today's, if you will, Tactic Thursday, is that you want to be the solution for your partner. And so number 1, that you're able to be that financial solution for that partner. And then number 2, that you're able to be that emotional solution for that partner as well. I hope this has been of great help and benefit to you. If you will, stay tuned to be able to get more information on how we here at Wayoneers can be that solution to you as well. Thank you so very much for watching our video. We know that time is the most valuable, non-renewable resource, and we're so glad you spent that time here with us at Wayoneers. Here are some quick ways that you can support this channel here on YouTube, as well as also our social media outlets. And there is another opportunity I want to be able to provide you to be a part of our Wayoneers network. Yes, we just released this, so you can go to our website, www.wayoneers.com, where you'll have exclusive content, exclusive access to me, DC Howard, your care coach, that's career and relationship excellence coach, and we have a lot of great things there. So you can sign up for a great low monthly fee or a very great low annual fee right now. Go to our website, www.wayoneers.com.